Good morning, all. Welcome to another episode of Gigi's Talk Show. Now, there are about 12,000 career opportunities available today. How many of you are aware of them? How many of you know how to reach your full potential? Or how many of you know how to get the best out of you? If you are searching for an answer to these questions, then we have a guest who can aptly answer all your questions on this perception. Meet Ms. ARZOO Narang, who is a career coach and a career counselor. She is also an educator and has about 2 decades of experience under her belt. So let's start with her. Welcome to the show, ARZOO Narang.
Thank you so much for inviting, Geetha ma'am. Yeah.
Before we just start together, let me just give a brief introduction about myself. I'm an educator, entrepreneur, and a founder director for Gigi's Academy, where we have multiple options of career and life skill options. So, there are so many options in careers today, isn't it, ARZOO ma'am? But none of the parents nor the students are really aware of them. Can you give a reason why?
So, while you're writing accounting for 12,000 career, 12,000 numbers, it's very difficult to write the numbers. How you can count those careers? I would say it's very difficult, and new emerging careers are nowadays, new careers are coming up. So how will parent get to know about all these things? So this is a main question to every parent sitting and listening to us. So how will you find out which career is best suitable for your child? So if you have that answer, or if you want to know that answer, so listen to this very carefully till the end.
So there is something called a psychometric test.
Yes.
And most of the parents, especially in India, are not aware of it. Can you please tell us how this psychometric test is really important for any student who really wants to get the best out of his life or a career?
Okay, thank you for asking such a wonderful question. So psychometric assessments are basically assessments for cognitive level. That means your mental level. What are your skills, abilities? What is your personality? What is your aptitude, career motivators? We can all assess this through the psychometric assessment. So these assessments are available online everywhere. So it's an easier task to attempt those tests, but those tests has to be valid and reliable. So go to a trained career counselor who actually do it and analyze it. This is all about, psychometric assessments.
So can you tell the difference between a qualified career counselor and somebody who is not a qualified counselor?
Okay.
How will a parent know?
Yeah, if I talk about myself, I did my certification from 5 places as a career counselor itself. I'm working hard towards children's success. So I did one from UCLA Extension, California, USA, one from University, Global Career Counseling, and then one from ICCC as an international career coach. And then I've done abroad admission coach, CCIS, and CCA is also career analyst. So I've done all the certifications to have depth knowledge of the careers, as well as analyzing the reports, which is most important thing for any career counselor. So you asked how will the parent know that which is the trained career counselor and which is not. So you can check out on which type of psychometric assessment they are doing. Are they doing 5-dimensional or 4-dimensional or 3-dimensional or 6-dimensional? Accordingly, you can check on first thing. Second thing, you can ask a lot of questions before joining or going to them. You can ask about their performances, what they have done so far, and how many people they have helped. And one more thing, are they academic counselors or they are actually career counselors? So because there are so many people who are saying career counselors themselves, but they are academic counselors. So that is the main thing you have to ask them. So college admission is a part of career counseling, I would say. Academic counselors are not a good or bad thing. Okay, so they are just referring you to the universities, but which
Okay.
is the best suitable course for you? Firstly, you have to know that. So
Okay.
here, career counselor actually works with you.
So you mean to say that career counseling and educational counseling is actually two different aspects of it?
Yes, so I would say there are two different sides of a coin.
Okay.
Yeah. So academic counselors who are in school, they are psychologists. They actually
Okay.
work with the mental health or if there is some disorder or something. But career counselor do their assessment for careers only. Okay,
Okay.
so they will be suggesting you careers only, and they have a depth knowledge of all the careers which are possible in today's world. So this
Okay.
is a difference.
Okay. Now, how does there's a misconception among parents, particularly in schools. Well-off schools are having counselors in their schools, and most of the parents think they will actually help the child also to find out which careers or which courses they can select, right? But many of the options that the parents say are actually not the counselor there is not apt, or the counselor is not someone who can guide a child for careers. They are just the psychological counselors in schools,
Yes.
and most of the parents are not aware of it, and they feel that after 12th and all, that counselor didn't help the child to realize which career was apt for them. Do you face issues like this?
Yes, most of the parents are coming to, I mean, I would not speak the name of the schools because it will be not relevant here. So many, higher schools, I mean, their names are so big that I can tell you, and the parents from there are coming. They have, wasted 1 or 2 years after the 12th also, which I never
Mhm.
recommend to any student, because every year is a growth year for you. If you are missing out any year in preparation only, that you will clear JE or NEET or something, the next year the child is having less low confidence
Options.
as well as low self-esteem, and competition is increasing every year. I would say it's increasing at a rapid rate. So after coming to me, they are saying that we were relying on only on the school counselors, but they didn't get any guidance. They have not guided well to the students because they are doing the academic counseling or the psychological counseling. They are not the
Right.
career counselor. They don't have the platforms which actually we use as a career counselor. In my
Mhm.
own website, there are 12,000 careers inbuilt in it,
Mhm.
and divided into 20 clusters depending on the work nature. So
Mhm.
in these things, how deep these things are, okay, the parents don't realize it, students don't realize it. They are coming sometimes after wasting their money, time and efforts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you have actually had faced this issue with your mentees and students coming to you, right?
Yes, this is a very common issue, misconception the parents are having, that school will cater all the needs, but no, school have so much of strength, they cannot look at every child. So it's a
Right.
parent's responsibility. You know what is happening in today's world? Parents are not enforcing anything to the students. They're
Hmm.
just saying whatever you want to do, you are passionate about, you can do it. But what happened, students are in this teenage, they are indecisive, they don't know what to do. So parents have taken the back seat and they are relaxed that student will choose, but student is having not less knowledge, they have even not researched the proper careers.
That
So
is,
this is a thing. Yeah, yeah.
they are
So
not
the
adequately equipped, actually,
yes.
emotionally and mentally, to access their situation. Parents should actually step in and help them out to get the right way out. Is that what you mean to say?
Yes, and sometimes, parents and student are on a different page.
Okay.
Student want to do something in creativity, like, there are so many creativity things available nowadays as a careers. So the parents is saying, no, you have to become a doctor or engineer only. So sometimes parents and students are not on the same page also. Sometimes parents are compelling for, taking some careers, or parents have taken the backseat, choose whatever you want to do. But
Mhm.
student is at this age, they're totally confused. So they need a mentor who can guide them through the process. So what is the actual process of getting admission in college, how to select the course, and if there is some interview or something, you need preparation for that also. Because if you are planning abroad, so we help student in every aspect. If you are planning abroad, or if you are planning in India, Indian university is also asking for statement of purpose.
Okay.
Statement of purpose is a essay type thing which you have to write for the college, whatever you have done till now. So they are not catering only the academic scores as well as the entrance test scores. They are seeing everything, the overall development of the child in past 4 years. They are checking 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And parents are not aware of this. They are just thinking they will crack the entrance and they will have good scores in their academics. They can be admitted to a good college.
Colleges.
But this is not the concept. Yeah, this is not the concept nowadays. So the concepts have been changed, and they are keep on changing. The universities which were having directly admission, all of them are having entrance now, and all of them having weightage of the profile also. So what you have done till now non-academically, I mean, you have joined some dance classes or drama or theater or debate or something, whatever you have done or whatever career you are choosing for, have you done any internship in that, and how aware you are about that career? So they are looking at it. They are having interview with the child. They ask for SOP, statement of purpose, in which the child is writing everything. So this is a case nowadays, and parents are not aware. After passing 12th, when they get to know all these things, the time have gone for making the profile, for doing the right step at right time. Time is moving forward, so you have to consult a career counselor at an early age, not in while you are passing 12th.
Okay, so you mean to say two things. That is, one, that in higher education now, it is not just the marks that you get in school, but also your extracurricular activity, your emotional quotient, and your personal growth, which is also taken into consideration. One thing. The second is, the parents and the students should actually work as a team and start on this process early on, so that they are in the correct path and working towards this common goal, right?
Yes, they both have to be on the same page. While student is making goals, somehow parents are not aware of it. They don't know what the child wants to become. This happens when the parents and student are coming to us, and we actually realize it. I mean, the parents plays an important role, because they have nowadays both parents are working. Main thing is that both the parents are working. They are not looking at what the child is going through in the teenage. So they need some emotional support also sometimes. But parents are busy in their works. They cannot support them in goal setting also. Which type of goals are needed? So for a particular career.
So that means parents should be aware of goal setting and emotional intelligence being worked out in their children. They should actually pay attention that the children are also learning life skills apart from the academic part. Because everything will be taken into consideration if they are going for a good college in India or abroad, right? Now, one thing that comes to my mind is, how early can a parent and a child start working on these parameters?
So they can start working with grade 8 for the college admissions process. Because they need to start with the they need to start with the profile building part also, which is important nowadays. And if the child is not scoring well, so sometimes parents are coming to us that our child is not scoring well, what to do, is not learning at all, because you have not given them the goal. One thing. Second thing, you are not knowing about their learning style, which is important thing to know from the very early age, like grade 2 or 3. You should be knowing about the multiple intelligence of the child. You should be knowing about the learning style of the child, so that you can help them out. But parents are coming very late to us. whatever help we can give, we definitely give to them. But if the child knows their learning style, they can score well in their board exams as well. One thing is that.
Okay.
Yeah. And second thing, if you know the multiple intelligence of a child from grade 2 or 3, while you're exploring the different activities for your child, you're sending them to the dance classes or music classes or something. If you know that this can be the field, so you can directly send your child to those fields only.
Okay.
Because you keep on exploring the things. I know exploration is good thing, but if you know with a testing, with a very small testing, if you can know this, what is the multiple intelligence of your child, you can definitely help out, as well as in learning style and learning strategies for the child.
There are so many courses and options available now online that parents and students can do courses sitting at their comfort of the home, like multiple intelligence, finding out what kind of intelligence they have, or what kind of life skills they should be knowing, what is UNICEF and UN recommendations on life skills and EQ. There are so many courses available. Even we have it on our platform. But the sad part is, while the Western world is so aware of it, we Indians are the most of the coaches in this field. People are not at all aware of these things, and even at a small cost. They are not available. They are not open to this thinking. Coming to this point, there is something that I have always seen. There is a myth among Indian parents that if you go to a counselor, whether it is a career coach, a career counselor, or a psychological counselor, they're all the same. Are they all same?
No, they're not. I mean, career counseling can be a part of psychological counseling, but all psychological counselors are not career counselor. Because as a career counselor, you need to use some platforms which are only career counselor having, not the psychological counselors. Yeah.
Okay. There is another part of it, that going to a counselor is taken as a stigma. My child is not that bad. My child doesn't need it. This is one perception. The other perception is, what will others say? Do you have issues?
Sometimes parents coming to us and saying our child is mentally mentally healthy. But while we are testing the child, then we get to know what are the things needs improvement on. One thing is that. And while they are coming to us, they think that family members are saying why you're taking your child. So you have to be very open. Nowadays, mental health is at most importance. So many students are doing suicides. Why they're doing so? Because they didn't have the proper guidance, or maybe they are forced to some careers which are not suitable for them.
Right.
So this can be one reason which the parents realize after having a huge loss.
Yes.
So yeah, you can see the quota, what is happening in India itself.
And not just in India, in Kota itself, there are multiple places in India. And apart from that, how many news do we read about students who did very good in IITs and higher colleges and have a high-paying, high-end jobs, committing these kind of things just because they could not cope up with their emotional issues or could not cope up with something that came up in life all of a sudden. Life is about suddenness. Yes. Life is about unpredictability. When things happen, you have to make your child aware and resilient to face them as well. But we as Indians and probably as parents are less aware of it. It is not a mistake actually. We are not aware that we should be giving this kind of intelligence also to our children. That the openness is not there. Do you think a little more of open-mindedness and open thinking, growth mindset has got to be there in parents?
Yes, awareness is very less, I would say. On the awareness we should work, and I'm working hard on it to reach out to the people so that they can know the importance of career counseling and any type of counseling. Now the people are getting open to it, but not to much extent, I would say. Still they feel if they are going to a psychologist or the career counselor, it's not a good thing. But nowadays best part is after COVID, we have online services. You don't have to tell anyone. You can take directly online services. There is no restriction in that. So this is a very good point. After COVID, you can take the services. You don't have to go to the center. You can, even I'm doing every work online. I'm, taking the students from US and UAE and Singapore. So every work is online now. So I can help the world. Sitting in my office, I can, help the world. So this is a plus point we can do.
Yes. After COVID, the platform is opened up and there are so many multiple options. Like we too on Gigi's Academy go around the world. We have students and mentees from around the world. As you said, you have mentees from around the globe. So the world is a small place now. There are multiple options that parents and students can actually work on, and sitting in the comfort of your room, sitting in the comfort of your house without anybody knowing, you can learn so much and accessorize yourself so to a good extent. So I would actually advise and suggest people that please open up and see the options which are around. As ARZOO ma'am said, there are so many options in careers itself that you should be aware of from the childhood. If one is aware of what kind of learning skill you have, what kind of intelligence you possess, and how you can work around the path, then there is no goal which is too far. Coming to this thing, can you tell me one difference or one specific benefit that psychometric tests give the students to be better equipped in their careers and in their goals, and take better informed decisions for their goals?
Yes, for that, we do the assessment. Any career can be chosen on the basis of 5 things. What are those 5 things? So your personality, your interest, your career motivators, your learning style, and as well as your skills and abilities. And the 6th dimension, we take it as emotional quotient. So these are the 6 things. On the basis of that career has to be decided. But how will you know what is your personality unless you do a testing? So yeah, you have to go through. So we have, specialized test which caters only on the single test. You can have all these things together, and then there are suggestions for the careers also in the single report. You can see if you are in grade 10, so there are subject selection options also. So there are different testing at different age groups. So in grade 10, they will be suggesting you which type of subjects are good for you. Okay, according to your all 5 parameters which I talked about. So yes, these are the things available. So why not use, this is a world of AI and computers now. Why not use all these things which are available? So they can definitely know all these things, and then they have to select the career. Otherwise, there will be a career switch. I have seen so many people coming after graduation or after post-grad to me that we are not suitable to this career. What to do now? So it's the total waste of time, efforts, and money. If you are selecting your course or subjects at the right time, if you are selecting your career at the right time, you can do wonders. So this is a request to every parent. Go and connect with a career counselor who has the proper knowledge, and even you can come to me. So my brand name is Harihar Careers. So I have made this name of the God because I'm a very spiritual person. I really want to help the people and the students around. So my mission is to touch 100,000 lives so that I can save their time, money, and efforts, as well as life somehow. Maybe, they are not in a good state, mental health, and I can help them out.
Being aware of your mission and being part and parcel, like we coaches are all on this mission of helping people around. I really appreciate the work that you're doing, and I'm aware of the kind of work that you do, and really awesome work that you do around with students and parents. There's one more thing I want to know on part of the parents around that. What are the advancement in psychometric tests that are available today?
Advancement, I mean, if you are giving a 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes test, and the AI generated report is there within 5 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
So this is the advancement. Before that, career counselors have to analyze each dimension on their own. They have to, analyze the things, and it took so long for them. Sometimes, they spend 2 nights on analyzing the report itself. But nowadays the task is simpler. You can have AI generated report, and then you can match the codes according to the career. So we have different 16 personality codes are there. We have different interest codes are there. So we need to check on everything, that whatever career the child is choosing, is it appropriate according to their personality, according to their interest, career motivators, and skills and abilities. Skills and abilities somehow can be improved if the child is having interest in that. If the child is not having interest, skills and abilities are not going to be improved. So everything we check, and then we reach on a career, and we always make a plan B. So every student and parent must be aware of that. They cannot work on that JEE will be cleared, or NEET will be cleared, or any NDA exam or anything. If that is not cleared with your child, how many years you gonna waste? Or you must be having a plan B where you can implement. So you must be prepared with at least 2 plans with you regarding careers.
Have you come across situations where children or students were not having plan B and have wasted multiple years?
Yes, recently I'm doing the counseling with the students. One have wasted 2 years in NEET.
Okay.
And still she didn't got selected because and their parents cannot afford private colleges. So this is a scenario parents cannot afford, and the student is not able to get a seat in government college. Then now the self-esteem and self-confidence is so low, she is not going to meet her friends as well, where they will ask something, what you are doing, what will I say?
The peer pressure.
These are the things, the peer pressure or the family pressure. I told everyone that I will become doctor. Now what will I do if I'm not able to clear that exam? So this is a scenario, and I will not say that child is not brilliant. The child is brilliant, but the worst part is, for one seat there are 2 lakh students appearing. So what are the chances of getting those seats?
Right.
So this is a fact. In this year 21, she told me that I have checked on Google that 21 lakh people appeared, and there were around, I think, 20,000 seats. So what is the ratio? So the student is totally going into depression, I would say. So I need to help her that there are so many other careers possible. You can take admission in college, and you can if you want to become a doctor, what is your main motive? She said, I want to help people, help society, and you can do helping with any other tasks also. It's not that you have to become a doctor only for that. Then she realized that yes, there are so many fields in bio itself. So I have shared my website with her. She's searching on the careers and realizing that which type of careers are best suitable for her. She have given the psychometric assessment also. Then analyzing everything, we're gonna reach on the which career path is actually suitable.
Okay. So coming to the end of our this talk show, I would ask you to give a few things, especially on the belief system that is we students and parents have, that these careers can make progress and are progressive while the rest of the careers are not. There is a certain belief that only engineering, medical and NDA kind of thing works. It is actually not so. Otherwise we will not have Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi and all kind of Rabindranath Tagore and all kind of people around whom we are really proud of. Right? So we need all kind of people in this world. And how do you make this awareness reach the parent through your career counseling?
So I would say, let the child follow their passions. And to know their passion, you have to go through psychometric assessment. So this is the way how you can reach to the passion of the child, and the child can know their self in a very early stage, that which type of career they're gonna take, and they will feel satisfied. For some people money motivates them, for some people fame motivates them, for some people social service motivates them. So there are different career motivators also, why they want to work. So we have to go to the depth of the child, find out their passion and where the work their soul connects with. If their
Okay.
soul is connecting to that work, they can definitely do the wonders. There is no
Okay.
looking back in that. So this
So as
this
you
is
say,
what I
follow
want to
your
share.
passion and
Yes.
everything falls in line.
Yes.
Right?
But finding the passion is important.
Right. And at the right
And that
age.
at the right age.
As early as possible.
Yes.
Okay. So in order to connect with ARZOO ma'am or with me, you can follow the links given in the description. Follow us in our websites and through the Instagram or YouTube and other channels that we are in. If you have any queries and you have any doubts, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you, ARZOO, for being here. It was a wonderful show. And I think and I hope so with intent that whatever insights we shared here reaches out to the people who really need it, the student community and the parent community around India and the world. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for listening to us, and thank you so much for taking this initiative. Geetha ma'am, you are already a great person. I know you're working hard from past 2 decades around the students, around the people. Yeah, so we both somewhere, connecting our missions here to help the people. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you.